What's happening, guys, and welcome back to the Campfire, where we talk about the news. Well, actually, we're going to make a few changes here. It's no longer just a news show, but the premiere of all changes is this. Hi. Welcome, everybody, to the Campfire. And I've decided that just sitting around and talking about the news isn't very campfire-y. So I'm going to turn this into my blog show, or vlog show, where I talk about the news and just whatever I feel like talking about, what's going on. And we're going to start with a few channel updates, and then we'll move on to some news stories I find interesting. Got a little list here, so if you see me looking down my screen, I'm just looking for check notes, because I'm not that professional yet. So, about our channel. A little while back, I decided that the 3 episodes a week tight schedule wasn't really working, and the reason is my job's picking up. This isn't my job. It isn't going to be my job for some time. I don't have the views to even make the money to do it. You have to even get a paycheck for this, but it's a fun hobby, and I enjoy doing it. And I don't do it for the money. I just do it to have fun and to actually get out of there. I did theater years ago, and I really enjoyed being on the stage. And I had to stop for life. And that hurt, but I found a means, and this is it. I act for you, and I enjoy it a lot, just being out there, being on stage, the stage that is the internet. It's fun. My channel is going alright. We are no longer doing the standard 3 a week format. We're not a professional channel. We're not going to have an upload schedule. Things that are going on right now, though. You have seen a lot of Blood Bowl on my channel lately, and that's going to keep going. Blood Bowls are some of my best videos, thanks to the people at our Blood Bowl who love watching Blood Bowl, like I love watching Blood Bowl on YouTube, and they want to see more outlets for it. Unfortunately, you know, that's still only 30-40 views, which is my best. So that's not going to change. The LPs have pretty much stopped. I plan to resurrect them, but I need to find that perfect game. What happened with LPs is real simple. It came to the point of I wasn't having fun playing the game, usually. For example, we'll go down the list. Dragon's Divinity. Yes, Divinity, Dragon, that game. I lost interest, like I would usually lose interest if I didn't just have fun in that game. While the conversational aspects were fun, and that's what I was there for, the combat in the game was confusing at best, and I just didn't have fun with that particular style of action strategy. And I wasn't having fun, so that went away. Game Dev Tycoon, same problem. I lost interest, I wasn't having fun, and when you're looking at videos that are getting 0 views, obviously it's not like I'm doing it because you enjoy it either. So if I'm not enjoying it, and you're not enjoying it, I'm just going to stop. There's really no need, because I'm doing this for my enjoyment. But LPs are going to return at some point. I have a new idea for a game. I don't know when. Supposed to purchase it today, but we'll see how that goes. And who knows when I'll start doing LPs again. But ideas are coming, plans are coming. They plan for them to come back at some point, eventually. Hearthstone videos, honestly, I'm just not that good at Hearthstone, but I play it still, all the time, by myself. And I thought about, that's my game. It's good to have a game that's your game. It's a game that you can enjoy without having to worry about, am I playing well? Am I playing right? Is this interesting? Is this entertaining? And most of the time those answers were like, no. But they were bringing in videos, watches, they were bringing in views, that's what I was trying to say. But I don't know, it's good to have one game that isn't. Recording it takes something away from it. So I deemed Hearthstone to be my game. So you probably won't see any videos on that, unless something just killerly interesting happens. But I doubt it will. So that's how that happens. That's what happened to Hearthstone. I have started a new series, Steam Cleaning, which, on top of being a pun with Steam, which is very popular these days, was also supposed to be a pun on spring cleaning. It was planned to produce a few videos during spring, but here it is the beginning of summer, and I have 2 up. It will continue. I will make more. It's just about finding the time. Work is crazy right now, and it doesn't leave a lot of time, but some things will loosen up soon, and I will get more time for YouTube. So I plan on doing more Steam cleanings. That's not over. I have a lot of fun just randomly loading up a game, playing it, and telling you what I think about it as I play it. That's fun to me. So we'll be doing that again pretty soon. Checking my notes, see if there's anything about me we want to talk about here. Yeah, I've touched on this is not my job. Like, work has picked up a lot lately, which is great, because I need the money. But it isn't quite as good for the YouTube. And work has to come first. But it's alright, because you guys are still there, and I'm still putting out videos. If they're not what you want, wait or tell me, and I will try to do more of what you want. Right now, the views show me that Hearthstone's the most popular thing. So that's what Hearthstone. I'm looking at the blinking cursor by my Hearthstone tag. Blood Bowl is the most popular thing, so that's what we're going to keep going with. So that's all of the vloggy stuff I have to do today. So let's get on to some news. Nintendo has come out with new news lately. They've announced that they will be adding a partnership program to their games. You basically go and it's like a channel, but not your channel. A network, but not your network, I should say. And they take a split, even split between Nintendo, YouTube, Google, and you. Basically, they got in all that trouble for stealing YouTubers' money, copyrighting, claiming everything, even games that are 20 years old. And there was a huge backlash on the internet from it. So their answer is, well, let's let them take some of the money from their content that they earn. It's not smart, Nintendo. It's not. So now they've decided that, hey, come register for us, and you can keep part of your money. And the problem with this is, there are too many gaming companies now that are coming around and sending out review code to YouTubers and handing out blanket documents. Blizzard is just handing out blanket monetization documents like, here, this is proof that anybody can use our videos, gameplay footage for anything they want, and it's fine. And the industry is turning more and more towards the way of YouTube and not hindering us. And Nintendo is just stuck. YouTubers are clever, Nintendo. We'll find somewhere else to go. We'll do something else. It's not an issue for us to not play Nintendo games. You, on the other hand, have been setting record lows. Your Wii U isn't selling, mostly because your marketing department are idiots. Seriously, you fumbled it big time. And now, you just constantly slap the face of the people who can do the best marketing for you. We live in an age, Nintendo, where most of this generation still doesn't have the Nintendo nostalgia. Once upon a time, you had no real competition. Then Sega came along. And still, You didn't have great competition from Sega, to be honest. But that age changed around the N64. That was many years ago. And while I remember it like it was yesterday, and I'm sure you do too, things have changed. New people have entered the ring, and they are trouncing you over and over again. And you did something great with the Wii, and it was great. But you're constantly pissing off the people at large. If it's this, if it's the issue with the me gay marriage, you are completely looking backwards at this, and it's not going to work. If this doesn't work, I hearken back to your first real rival in this industry. Real rival. Take a look at Sega. Where they are now versus where they were. That's where you could be, or even further down. Your console gone, and you're just selling IPs to these companies who you once competed with. Think about it. Do something with it. So, let's move on. For those of you who don't know, I like publishers who take a little more time. They prefer to deal with games in a little more subtle manner. Now, a lot of people do, but Bethesda has always been one of my favorite publishers, simply because they don't appear to me as trying to screw me at all times. I still have trust in Bethesda. They have the gamer's best interest at heart. When Bethesda delays a game, it's because it genuinely needs more art. They don't push and rush developers the way other companies, EA, does, and come out with crap. They don't shovel in crap haphazardly because they need to, like some other developers, EA, does. So they come out to be a really good publisher at times. And that's why there's 2 news stories about Bethesda today. Bethesda announces that Evil Within, their survival horror game that they're planning to make, really branching out, by the way, has been delayed till October 21st. It was scheduled to launch this summer. And honestly, I believe some of you know my opinions on this, especially with Bethesda. Anytime a game is delayed, I believe it to be a good thing. That means a developer came up and said, no, this isn't fit for purpose, it's not right. We need to fix it. And Bethesda said, okay, you're not ready, here's some more time. Make it perfect for our customers. I like that. I like that a lot. I like receiving finished games. I don't like receiving half-finished, sort of finished, rushed finished, or packaged off to sell later games. I don't. So that's good. But I am very looking forward to the Evil Within. It looks absolutely freaky and totally gross. And that's awesome, because I love survival horror. Wish there was more survival horror and more real survival horror. Now, I'm not saying it's not real survival horror. Let me rephrase that. I like the old survival horror that gave you just enough agency to feel like you had power and then stripped it away. Lately, there's been a trend toward a new type of survival horror where you never had any power to begin with. Horror is way more effective when you give the player just enough power to believe that they have agency and they have control and they can have power, and then give something that just strips it all away. You have no chance of it ever. Silent Hill is very good at this kind of thing. And by Silent Hill, by the way, I'm only talking about like 1, 2, and maybe one other in the series. Definitely not Shattered Memories or The Room. No. Only a few of the Silent Hill games actually categorizes into this for me. The next thing we're going to talk about, the next game, Bethesda announces a new free-to-play game, Battle Cry, melee combat game. Sorry, I'm just reading there. It's going to be a melee combat game. There's not a lot of info on it. It's going to be class-based melee combat. I think arena is the way it's looking, but I'm not sure. Don't know if it's going to be third or first person. They haven't even shown any gameplay footage yet. I have applied to receive as soon as they're into the beta and to register. So if it happens, and if I get a beta key, I'll be sure to let you guys know and probably be doing some video on it. I like Bethesda. Like the idea that they're coming out with a free-to-play game. That's great. So if they do it right, it'll be right. I don't know what to say about that. Bethesda actually one of the few companies, like I said, I trust to do this proper. A good free-to-play model and not a bad one. I don't want to use the word bad, but they're only... I want to feel like when I give you money that I'm giving you money for a job well done. I don't want to feel like you're making me give you money. That's all. It's that simple. The Steam controller has been delayed, probably till 2015, so says Valve. Take it with a grain of salt. They said they just need to work on a little more before they can release it. Again, that's fine. With hardware, it's a little less, and honestly, my thing is, I hope that this doesn't relieve the other support for other controller types, because I haven't played this yet. It could be horrible, and if all games just switch over to the Steam controller, then, you know, that could be bad. So, we'll see. And the big news recently, which I'm a little behind on, is YouTube is buying Twitch, and this has sent a lot of people into... Well, it's a rumor still. No one's announced it publicly, but it's enough of a leaked rumor that it's pretty much confirmed that YouTube will be buying Twitch for $1 billion, with a B. So, and everyone is up in arms thinking they will do what they did to the YouTube comment system or to Monstation with Twitch. And I'd like to point out to these people that, you know, the internet has a short-term memory. If you remember, some time ago, Google bought YouTube and did nothing but pour money into it. Do what you do. Here, have some money. We'll make it back later. And they have been. It's only recently that they've started this trend of adjusting and trying to tamper and change things. And it hasn't been great lately. Like, Google has done a lot of things kind of off, but they do have a history of leaving things be. So I'm not much bothered by this, because Twitch just has its issues. I don't stream, but I watch streams. So I've noticed it just doesn't have the money to keep up with the demand right now. YouTube can change that. Google can change that, I should say, because Google's just the parent company, so we go back up the chain. Google can throw tons of money into this and get it completely changed off. And I don't think the copyright issues will come into such a big effect as they do in YouTube, because what you're doing is a live performance. That's just, you know, my theory on it. But we'll see. And that's the campfire this week. Hope you guys like the new format. See you guys next time, but not yet. I'll be doing these whenever I can get enough news and stuff to talk about. It won't be a weekly thing. Sometimes there just isn't enough news. Sometimes there just isn't enough happening in my boring life to talk about. So, you know, these will come up when they come up. I'll keep a little list of things I want to talk about, and as they come up, they're done. But I hope you guys do enjoy the new format and looking at my face. I will see you guys next time on the campfire. Don't forget to show some sub love and give that like button a hug. See you guys later. Peace.